Overnight, President Trump's massive tax and spending bill hitting a major roadblock as a marathon voting session on the Senate floor drags into its 20th hour.
Let's vote. This is good for America. This is good for the American people. It's good for working families.
Senators spotted with blankets, coffee, and fuzzy socks inside the chamber as Republican leadership tries to secure enough support to pass the bill. They could only afford to lose 3 votes. And already 2, Senator Tom Tillis of North Carolina and Senator Rand Paul of Kentucky, have signaled they are not on board. Senators Lisa Murkowski and Susan Collins also on the fence, with concerns cuts to Medicaid will impact rural hospitals.
When these facilities close their doors, the people they serve are often left behind without access to health care.
The bill includes roughly $4 trillion in tax cuts and new funding for immigration enforcement and fulfills some campaign pledges like no taxes on tips and overtime. It also guts Biden-era clean energy initiatives and slashes Medicaid despite pledges by the president to not touch the program.
Here's what I want on Medicaid. We're not touching anything.
The nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office predicting the bill will result in some 11.8 million Americans losing their health coverage over the next decade.
How can any senator go home and tell their constituents, I'm sorry, I took away your health care because I wanted to give tax breaks to billionaires?
Other Republicans alarmed by the bill's price tag, one estimate saying it would add at least $3.3 trillion to the debt over the next 10 years. The bill would also still have to pass the House, where its fate is even more unclear. Just hours after announcing he will retire at the end of this term, House Republican Don Bacon sounding the alarm about those Medicaid cuts and signaling he may not support the bill.
There's a lot of us on the House side that are worried about with the Senate bill, and I think we'll have a hard time passing with some of the provisions that the Senate's put in there.